21 receiving Triple Crown winner, Cooper Kupp. He's coming off a solid 109 yards through the air last week. It's the Rams and the Cowboys, next on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Now here comes the Los Angeles offense, and the man in charge of it in his second season with the team, 14th overall in what's been an impressive career, Matthew Stafford.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that will help my team.
The numbers a week ago for Kupp: 8 catches, 109 yards.
3rd in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong number. That means he's being consistent each and every time out.
Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford. And that one complete downfield to Kupp. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 36 yards on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And not able to break away this time, as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now it's Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now a throw ends on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Down that's close to the goal line. 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation, because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now Stafford. This will be caught at about the 5. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. Being chased out left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. No, they go with it incomplete. 4th down, and we go from one Matt to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal. And Gay knocks this one through. Now the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So Holmgren gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just a field goal.
I like to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Dak Prescott and Dallas taking the field for their first possession. Dak now in his 7th season in charge of the Cowboys. 2-time Pro Bowler. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. The rushing numbers for Pollard last week: 17 carries, 71 yards.
They've won 2 straight games. They've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw, Prescott. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Stafford. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott swinging this out for Pollard. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
Here's Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. After one, 7-3 the score. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
2nd and 5 now. Stafford looking underneath. He's got Akers. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now Stafford. They'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
As he gets the 1st down, let's take a look at what Cooper Kupp did last season, because it was one of the greatest years for a receiver in NFL history. 145 catches, 1,947 yards, both 2nd most in a season all time. Truly an MVP caliber performance for the Super Bowl champs, and he capped it off in the Super Bowl himself as the MVP.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually got to pick up a holding call.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a 1st down. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. Bobby Wagner, the All-Pro, in on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Prescott off play action. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
Last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Again, it's Stafford.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. CD, you remember John Elway?
Oh, boy. How could I forget John Elway and how many NFL defenses? So glad he's no longer throwing the ball around.
Well, Elway threw for 51,475 yards, and we just saw him go past that number for career passing yards.
That means his career now as memorable as John. And that's a pretty significant accomplishment.
Man, what an accomplishment it is. Congratulations. And he's still doing it. Still doing it at a high level. On 2nd and goal, Stafford. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee from 8 yards out. And the Rams will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and going. The lead is now 10-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Coming up in prime time here in Week 5, a couple of division rivalries on the docket. Beginning tonight in the AFC North with the Bengals and Ravens from Baltimore at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Raiders and Chiefs from Arrowhead in the AFC West.
Play action now, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Prescott looks to throw on first. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Second down and 5.
Prescott to throw it. Flushed out right. Got a man, it's caught. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively. So we reach halftime here in a 4-point.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going, so they truly have the control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try to win this ball game.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away.
Here's Williams to return. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Stafford now to throw.
Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd falls short.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Well, that'll be caught by Kupp.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here's Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
Now it's Stafford. Touchdown!
Cam Akers from 3 yards out. And the Rams have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 17-14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
What we would consider generational for most players, we simply take for granted at this point with Aaron Donald. 7th straight All-Pro season last year, complete with 12.5 sacks and a career high in tackles. And who could forget the sequence he had down the stretch to help Los Angeles secure a Super Bowl win.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So here are the Rams to take over. They were losers last time out to the 49ers, but right now they're on the right side of the scoreboard as they start out 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Stafford.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
First down, Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And they're going to get this up to midfield. 3 quarters in the books. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Prescott now from the 50. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Rams will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From midfield now on second down. Stafford to the right side and complete to Jefferson. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gets him a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll run on first down with Akers. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Back to throw, Stafford. And this one is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They give up the middle to Akers. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Stafford. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. A great effort there. With their second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Rams are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gain to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now
the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Prescott on 1st down. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. To throw is Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 35. Play action. Prescott. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. 2nd and 21. A lot of ground to cover.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Throwing, Prescott. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Dak and the Cowboys down 24-14. 1:07 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
Prescott.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Oh, what a juke into space.
And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
they saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Going right back to Akers.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
That second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.